Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-2, the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Widepark, and this one is under the command of WonHaiKule. And this is continuing our Derp coronavirus special. Okay, game on. Now, the coronavirus quarantine KV-2 is a skin that you can actually apply to your own KV-2 if you want to. We've put a link in the description to the video down below, so if you want to look at that link, download the skin, and there's instructions on how to apply it to your KV-2. It was created by Sir Rusty, this one, and he creates many other skins, so does his talented daughter Jazz. So if you want a special skin for one of your special tanks, he can do it for you. In fact, he created this skin in just an afternoon. He's that quick and that good. And you notice the skin says made in China, play World of Tanks. Okay, first target's a T-34-85M, and unfortunately he doesn't get the hit. Now he had to push his way into that corner because the G2 and the Poodle weren't exactly being very cooperative. I mean, he is a heavy tank. He's got a very big derp gun and he can do a lot of damage to the enemy, whereas they can do very little damage at all. So they ought to give him the corner just so he can do some real damage to the enemy. And an enemy KV-2, in fact it's a KV-2R, has turned up just across the way. And there's a Nashorn down there as well. And the Nashorn dies with one shot. And the Skoda T40 fires around into us. There it went. It went into the weak spot underneath the gun mantlet there. I think that's a 90mm round. Okay, looking at that P43 Biz up there on the railway line. He's threatening to come over. But whilst he's there, we can't really go after the other enemies. And that T52 keeps running up and down the railway line. I think somebody ought to fire just underneath those railway carriages when the T52 is going past. And that will provide him with a bit of amusement. Okay, KV-2R is just around the corner. There's an OI coming now. So, WonHaiKule is pulling back, but he's getting ready to derp the OI the moment he appears. And our OI is also getting ready. And, yeah, right into the side of him for 718. The OI has a go as well, but he takes the round from the OI instead. And their KV-2R's now trying to come around the corner. And he's also a coronavirus KV-2, and unfortunately he kills the OI. So, got a job to do now, because that KV-2, like ours, has a 20-second reload. Now if we can only get to the bridge, we might be able to wipe him out with one shot, but these tanks are getting in the way. Yeah, the Poodle is really being a nuisance, and KV-2s don't have a lot of gun depression. But there you go, he's wiped that one out. 557. 2 kills now. Now there's 3 Arty on the enemy team. Our Arty's been killed. There goes the OI, he's finished. It's the value of a KV-2 that it can do things like that. It can derp the enemy out of existence with an HE round. In fact, that P43 Biz up there on the railway lines, if you fire a round into those railway carriages, you will severely damage that tank. But he's going to go round the corner for a T-34 and puts a round for 415 into him. And potentially that's now the high caliber. But if he actually pulls back just a little bit, he can put a round underneath that railway carriage into the P43 and wipe him out too. And I think he knows that now. It's always a nice little trick. If the enemy's silly enough to park themselves behind a railway carriage, yeah, well, he only got 12 there because the shell actually hit the railway carriage. But give it a go, he will get it right. T-34, our Poodle's being a complete and utter nutter, ramming us. Go for the kill. Yep, gets it. So 4 kills now. I can see why the Poodle is actually being a fool the way he is, because he is a noob. He doesn't really know the game properly, whereas WonHaiKule does know the game. And he's loaded, ready to go. And then the P-43 Biz, who was hiding behind the railway line, has just been nuked, even though he was hiding behind a car. He's out the game. Just wait for the reload to go through. There's only 5 enemies remaining, but there's only 4 tanks on our team. Yeah, unfortunately, we've lost a lot. And there's the T-34, and he's about to die. Yep, he's gone. That's a Top Gun. Now, there's only 1 medium tank, and he's over in the centre, I believe. That's Skoda. There he is. And 3 Artys. The Arty up there is an AMX-13 F3. Now, can he hit that guy? Use the bush mechanic. Locked on. Oh, he got a hit, but a near miss. It wasn't directly on target, so he's going to reload and give it another go. He's dialing in, and the AMX-13 F3's pulled back behind the building. So he's going to have to drive up and do him. Now, Jingles always calls the KV-2 the Stalonk tank. That Papa Joe Stalin would rise up from his grave and guide the shell directly to the target every time he fires, and if you've sacrificed enough dissidents to the Gulag, then your shell will always hit the target. Whereas the Russians actually believe that if you shout Russia just as you fire, that wipes the enemy out. And well, he's aiming in that corner, but he can't see the AMX-13 F3 at the moment. No, I think the Skoda might actually be in the cap, and he might be AFK, so he's going to deal with him first. And he does. And there's the AMX-13 F3 just come out around the corner. He knows that, well, WonHaiKule has actually got a long reload, and he's failed in his shotgun. It looked like it was an aim shotgun. The thing with the AMX-13 F3 is you should just drive up and derp somebody in the side, and now he's about to die. Yep, he's gone. And that's a Radley Walters. There's only 2 enemies remaining, an M44 and an SU-8. And he's one of only 2 tanks left on his team. The other one being the Chi-2. And, oh, the enemy's capping. So it looks like one of those Artys has actually propelled himself over to our side of the map. The Chi-2's going over there right now. And there's the SU-8. He's just behind that building. So it looks like WonHaiKule is going to give it a go. The SU-8 just hit our Chi-2 with a shotgun. Be rather nice if we get this kill as well. It's possible to... Oh, we can't get the Pulse Medal now. I'm afraid the Chi-2 killed the SU-8, so the only kill we can get now is the last remaining one, the M44, who's in the cap at the moment, and he's trying to hit us, but we've already moved on. Now, I think the Chi-2 is very low on hit points, so I don't think he wants us... he doesn't want to take the kill, so I think we'll do it, and we'll get a Pascucci's out of this as well. Here we go. Just got to get close enough so we can spot him. Oh, he's left the cap. Okay, he can see us coming, I think. He's got a very short view range, only 265 meters, but he probably knew we were on the way. He could be hiding in one of these bushes, but I think he's probably gone behind those houses over there. Yes, he is over there. And the Chi-2's found him. And he's going to flush him out in our direction. The M44 has to pull away, otherwise the Chi-2 will get the easy kill. And the M44 might be trying for a shotgun, but he's not going to get away. And any second now, WonHaiKule is going to claim his 9th victim. Here we go. Oh, he's behind those wrecks. And he pulls back. Yes! Wins the game. Gets the Pascucci's medal. Well done, WonHaiKule. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for WonHaiKule in the KV-2. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 19. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. He picked up 2 epic medals from that game. He got a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 kills. He ended up with 9. A Pascucci's medal for killing 2 enemy SPGs, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. Let's have a look at the team score. 3,984 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was his Skoda T40 with 2,103, and after that it was the OI on the enemy team with 1,376. When it came to kills, yes, WonHaiKule was definitely the high scorer, 9 kills for him. That's 3/5 of the enemy team. The next high scorer being the Skoda T40 with 3 kills, and then there was a bunch of enemy tanks and his own with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he's got the top in that column as well, so he's top in all 3 columns. 1,682 base experience points, 963 goes to the Skoda T40 and 611 goes to the T3485M. He fired 15 rounds, got 12 direct hits, 5 penetrations and 9 splash. Damage of 3,984 hit points, of which 23 hit points were at long range at more than 300 meters. That was the shot on the AMX-13F3 that didn't actually hit home. 4 hits received from the enemy, 2 of those were penetration, 1 non-penetration and 1 hit by way of splash damage, but he still lost quite a lot of his hit points. He blocked damage of 180 hit points, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 9 of the enemy, and on a premium count he earned 40,299 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 13,193 credits. He earned 1,682 XP, got 15,138 from personal missions, and took away 17,661 experience points altogether. So a very good game there for WonHaiKule in the KV-2, and congratulations on your Radleys. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and stay home, stay safe, and derp coronavirus.